that I feel like the teacher.
On an album, talking about albums that wrap around the world and bring everyone together in a collective piece of beautiful music. Shout out to our boy Eddie.
Woo! Ed Sheeran, you are the guy. I lost.
Sheeran.
Yeah. Round of applause.
I
lost my shit when I saw this. But do you know what the weirdest thing is? So we've got our group chat. I saw this be sent into the group chat, the track listing, and it's got all the features on it. Do you know how long it took me to read through all of this? Because every single time I saw the next track, I was throwing my phone down. I was like, nah.
I did not believe.
Okay, so for the
is it even possible?
for the uneducated, unaware, uninitiated,
it's going here.
Yeah, it's going that. I'll read it out. Bear with me.
You need explosions after every
every
name.
Song. I want explosions.
No, every song. Okay.
Let me just familiarize myself with.
Let me do the names. Do you want me to do the reading while you explode?
And I also want dams.
Found it. Okay, here we go.
I want the Friday sample. I want everything.
All right, so
it's phenomenal.
First, am I doing the full thing or am I just reading out the features?
All of it.
Whole thing.
Okay, so first track, Beautiful People, feat. Khaled.
I'm there
Big.
for that.
South of the Border, feat. Camila Cabello?
Yep.
That's one I don't know. Straight, I'll be honest with it.
You'd have heard the voice.
You have heard of her.
And obviously Cardi B.
Legendary. Drop bombs on that.
I mean, I can't...
Say something bad about Cardi B.
I'm not going to say anything about it. No, I'm not. Like, I'm not.
That energy. Okay.
No. I in the same way that and she didn't turn out, in the same way that I could never see Cardi B in Heaton Park doing Park Life, because that didn't happen, I can't imagine what a conversation between Ed Sheeran and Cardi B looks like.
Cardi B is a queen who can have a conversation with anybody.
I think though that so
I'm waiting for her David Letterman interview.
I posted this the track listing on my Insta story just so that people knew we was going to be talking about this.
Are we gonna talk about it?
Do you know the amount of people that message being, oh, he's a beg, rare, like people
Fuck
was
you all.
People was not feeling this.
Every single goddamn one of you. Fuck you.
You know what? I'm with you on this. I'm keeping the energy that you have because everybody forgets, how did Ed Sheeran start his career? If you go far back enough on SBTV, you will find that Ed Sheeran was one of the first people that went on there. He rapped bars,
Better than Drake.
Emphasis on the rap.
Do you know what it is? It's a great case of, and we will get back to the track list, but it's a fantastic example of, this guy's too popular. I don't like him. It's okay to like popular rappers. Everyone loves Kendrick. And it's not cool to hate Kendrick. It makes you edgy and different if you don't like the same songs as my girlfriend's little sister.
Okay.
I went to see Ed Sheeran live because me and my girlfriend took my girlfriend's little sister to go and see Ed Sheeran. Was I mad that I was there? Of course I fucking wasn't.
That was an incredible artist.
He's an incredible artist. Nobody should be mad about seeing him. Nobody should be mad about listening to him. He's incredibly talented. He's one of the biggest artists working today. And you know what? It's not a bad thing to hear an Ed Sheeran track like that fucking little Irish ditty, Nancy Mulligan. Song fucking slapped.
Okay.
Moving on to the track, back onto the track list.
Just before as well.
You definitely know the song. It had a proper Irish vibe to it.
You've also got to remember as well that
it's almost like racist Irish.
Ed Sheeran has always, wow, I'm just going to pretend I didn't hear that. Ed Sheeran as well has always like shown everybody that he loves UK music. Mm-hmm. He loves rap. He loves hip hop. And like, I mean, Young Bane even did a freaking cover of his Shape of You, like, and everyone was dancing to that in clubs. That was getting requested from big grown men with big gold chains. Mm-hmm. That if you ask them, do you like Ed Sheeran? Ed who? If you go out to Jamaica, there's a lot of dancehall versions of it, and they don't even know that it's Ed Sheeran. They literally just hear it, and I'll be like, "Oh yeah, that Beanie Man song,
international,
that Beanie Man song." But no, like he's influenced so much in music.
Yep.
In such a short space of time.
I feel like as well, as hip hop culture, we kind of need to respect that, and I feel like this album that he's putting out now will give him that respect that he deserves,
especially from the UK. Continue with the track.
Next track, Cross Me, feat Chance the Rapper and PNB Rock, which we've heard. That is out. It's a single. You can stream.
Today was
that
the first
right
day I heard
now.
it, and I'm not angry at all.
I'm not mad at
even
him.
though I'm still getting over my disdain for Chance.
I just don't want the whole. I just like the thing. I know that the whole album's not gonna sound like that because this is a DJ Khaled style album, but he's gonna school DJ Khaled on. This is how you do a proper album like this, and for it to go number one.
People.
I have an opinion on that we've already covered. I will share it at the end of the track list.
Yeah,
I think you're wrong.
This
is a classic Slowpo AJ debate coming up right here.
This is legendary.
Take Me Back to London, Stormzy, featuring Stormzy.
I'm there for that.
Yeah. Best Part of Me, feat Yebba. It's not a name I
Fun
recognise.
fact, she backed Chance the Rapper on his SNL performance of Same Drugs.
Nice.
Which he knows his people.
Yeah. I Don't Care with Justin Bieber.
Everyone knows Justin.
Yeah.
So is this just a stylistic choice? Is there a difference between a featuring and a with?
So I'm assuming that the with is that they've sat in the studio and they've come up with the concept and everything together, whereas featuring,
it's just they turn up.
He said, "Oh, I've got a verse. I need a verse on this."
Okay, makes sense.
32 gap.
Antisocial with Travis Scott.
I'm there for that.
I want to hear Travis Scott productions.
Yeah.
And Ed Sheeran singing into a vocalizer.
Yeah, 100%.
Like,
that's what we're gonna
brain
get.
is so
That's
ready
what we're gonna
for
get
that.
because I don't think Ed Sheeran's so precious about his sound.
He's not.
To be bothered by singing into a vocalizer and playing with, this is what a Travis track would sound like. Let me see what I can do on that. And then those guys sitting together and
the fact that
toying with different ideas. Like, he's not going to be like, no, I'm Ed Sheeran, I sound like this. Which, in fairness, the hook and the bit that he does on Cross Me with Chance sounds like an Ed Sheeran track.
Yep.
I'm not mad at it. Chance's verse is great. Need to learn some more fucking adjectives.
Stick with it.
Anyway, but yeah, I want to hear what Ed Sheeran going through someone else's filter sounds like. And I don't think he's not going to be shy about doing that. He's going to go.
No.
Well, this is where I think the difference comes.
Come with that energy.
This is where I think the difference comes. How we heard the one with Chance, and as you just said, that does sound very Ed Sheeran like. This one, it says with.
Yeah.
Travis, I feel like this is going to be something that they've worked back and forth on, and I feel like we might just get a completely different sound that we've never heard from either of them before.
True.
Like you don't know what that sound's going to sound like.
Next track, The Big Boy. I think this will be the because the last time Eminem and Ed Sheeran did a track together, it was huge.
I can already tell you that this is not going to be the biggest track on the album.
I can tell you the same thing.
We already know what was going to be.
Only because, and this is the part of this kind of album that does make me sad. I know so many basic white girls, says the white guy, who will get incredibly excited about Ed Sheeran, 50 Cent, and Eminem because it's Ed Sheeran. Who doesn't love Ed Sheeran? And Eminem is just dangerous enough for them to mess with hip hop. And then 50 Cent is like just old school enough for them to remember when it was cool to listen to 50 Cent.
I wonder if 50 is going to troll himself in the promo for this single.
He has to do.
He's definitely
He has to. 50 Cent has no option. He's not relevant enough to not do that.
Oh no,
Well,
50's
50 Cent is
very relevant.
running the internet right now.
Yeah, you need to
Don't
take
you
that
dare say anything
completely
bad.
back.
I feel like you now owe him money too.
Anyway, okay, so Remember the Name
50
featuring
let us know
Eminem and
if
50
AJ owes you money.
Remember the Name
I'll
featuring
cash it.
Eminem and 50 Cent.
I think that track's going to be. I do agree.
I think it's
going to
be great.
I do agree.
It'll pick up traction.
I'm interested to see if Eminem does his the same verse that we've heard for the last year and a half.
What kind of track are we expecting from that? Do you think it's going to be a barring track, or do you think it's going to be more of a club, like how 50's got like PIMP?
It's going to be
Shake That Ass.
It's going to be It's going to be barring. It's going to be. I think
As soon as you said that,
I've
got a song to compare.
I can't imagine putting Eminem and
When was the last time Eminem and 50 Cent did a song together?
A long time ago.
Very long.
But I wouldn't be surprised with this song if they never were in the same room.
Oh, never.
Oh yeah,
no.
no.
Whereas Eminem and Ed Sheeran
Have been in
the same room. They performed together. I can't imagine this song being anything other than like River. Like Ed Sheeran sings a lovely chorus about how sad he is that his girlfriend
50
left him.
Cent's not gonna do it.
Ed Sheeran.
I think this is going to be a club track. And I think
You'd think.
we're gonna have a mixture. Of,
I mean,
We're gonna have a
I'd
barring club
I'd
track.
rather have that.
We're gonna have a 2019 barring patiently waiting. You heard that here.
Ooh.
okay.
All right.
You're gonna hear Ed,
I've nothing else
Eminem,
to
and
add.
50
Next
bar
track.
on a song.
Next track, Feels, featuring Young Thug and J Hus.
This is
That
the
is an
track of the
insane-
album.
That is an insane coupling. Young Thug is now recovered from the suspect line.
I want to fuck my auntie.
Yeah, he's now recovered from that line. Watch the
I
first
want to fuck
episode
Ed
we
Sheeran's
had
auntie.
Yeah, go
DJ
back to
LaFleur
that.
on, and
The
he's
first
the
time
one
we
who
had
enlightened
LaFleur on.
us. And then for me, he recovered himself with that Joanna line.
Oh yeah, that was a bar.
Interesting bar. Goldlink also uses the same rap reference to the Joanna movie in his album. People have been watching movies together.
Put It All On Me, featuring LMA.
That's gonna chart well.
That's gonna be a song that I really enjoy. I feel like that's gonna be a very R&B driven
Yeah.
soul. We're gonna hear Ed sing a lot on that as well.
Well, I'm gonna see some Instagram captions. from that.
Nothing on You, featuring Paulo Londra and Dave.
Dave.
Londra.
I mentioned earlier, Dave, in my opinion, is the UK's best lyricist. So I'm expecting big things from that track.
Paulo Londra is an Argentinian rapper, so this is going to get very interesting.
This is the track that's going to be very lyrical on the album. This is why I don't think the 50 Eminem one's going to be the main lyricist one.
I Don't Want Your Money, featuring, is it her or HER? Her. Well, they should remove the periods from in between the.
I just pronounce it as her. I may be wrong.
God bless that woman.
But again, that's going to be
God
another
bless that
very R&B driven.
1000 Nights, featuring Meek Mill and A Boogie.
Pass me the Henny.
That's going to
Way
be the
to
one.
Break My Heart, featuring Skrillex. I did not know Skrillex was still around.
Big ups to Skrillex, who's still
I'm
around.
so interested to see what a Skrillex Ed Sheeran track sounds like.
In 2019, I'm very interested.
Super and finally, before I actually have to run to go to the toilet, Blow with Bruno Mars and Chris Stapleton.
Bruno Mars talk about Blow. We know all about that.
Wow. Yeah, but I think for me, the Ed Sheeran track list, like, can you realistically, if we was to create our own, would it be much better than that?
It would not be as varied as that.
Yeah.
I couldn't come up with something that varied. I'd end up making a B-class DJ Khaled.
For what we've got to remember as well, this is probably going to be a A-list album all around the world. Everybody knows.
This is going to be a global album.
Ed Sheeran's a massive international artist, so it's going to fit into so many different pockets of people.
Yeah.
Like, I know that the middle, like, well, I'm going to say middle age. I know like women that are like 50, 60 that love Ed Sheeran that are going to listen to this because it is Ed Sheeran.
Yeah.
They're going to be introduced to a whole new world of Dave with Young Thug.
I cannot wait for someone who is definitely not anywhere near hip-hop culture to ask me who Young Thug is.
Yeah. And he did do that Havana song.
Yeah, they didn't ask us. They didn't ask us.
But, like, so when I saw this track list, I was like, he has schooled DJ Khaled on how, bearing in mind, this is all going off before hearing the album. We've heard one song. I was like, he's going to show DJ Khaled, this is how you do that kind of style album that you've always done and it go number one. But I know AJ has something to say about this.
I do.
And before we get into it, I know what your argument with this is, because after you showed us that song, I do kind of agree that the album's shaping a little bit differently. I thought that this was going to be a very produced by Ed Sheeran and these are the features. But from hearing that song,
So
I do think he's going to be heavily involved.
So first, I absolutely agree with what you just said. Whilst I was taking the leak.
So classy.
Anyway, yeah, there's a lot of people who. So the exact same basic white girls that I was talking about earlier. In my head, I'm thinking of a couple of very specific people.
I'm
not
so
gonna,
glad none of us called them that. We would get called out. We'd be cancelled.
Yeah. But I'm thinking of very specific people, i.e., I drive a Fiat 500.
Oh, wow.
And
People are going to be triggered.
The kind of people that I'm talking about.
Wait. I know exactly what colour Fiat 500 are you even thinking of, but I ain't going to say it. Nope.
Teal.
Yep. Go on, sorry.
So picture this person. Okay? And I know you can picture this person, so don't even come at me like you can't. I drive a Fiat 500. I listen to Ed Sheeran a lot. I fucking love Love Island. So that individual, that person that I know we can all think of someone who fits that description of that person. They would never want to listen to. You couldn't. Maybe they listen to Eminem. They probably listen to Eminem.
Love the Way You Lie.
Exactly. But you and probably Justin Bieber. But you're not getting that person to listen to Dave. You're not getting that person to listen to Stormzy or maybe Travis Scott, because Travis Scott really went on a big up last year. But you're definitely not getting them to listen to Meek, a Boogie. Like these people, Young Thug, J Hus, they're just not coming up in their track lists.
Yep.
The fact that Ed Sheeran is now making this collaboration, they're gonna come up in their track lists, and they're gonna enjoy the tracks because the tracks are gonna be amazing. And exactly like what Slowpo just said, I heard it. My ears are everywhere. That's going to open up this world to a ton of different people. And it would have been really easy for Ed Sheeran to do a featuring Drake, featuring Migos, featuring the people, the version of hip hop that these
mainstream already knows.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you. That would have been super easy.
Yeah.
He's gone for, there's not a lot of unknown, in fact, there's no unknown people in that track list.
There's a couple.
But they're names that his fan base, the people who listen to just an Ed Sheeran album, the names that those kind of people probably aren't going to usually come across. I want to know what that Fiat 500 driving Love Island loving motherfucker really thinks about the Meek Mill and Boogie and Young Thug and J Hus tracks. Those are the two. Those are the two that I'm
every N-word with their chest in that car at traffic lights.
Yeah, exactly.
And the thing is as well, like this album for me is.
I'm sorry that point I laboured that so hard.
I feel like this album for me, it's massive for just our culture, like taking it onto that national worldwide bit. But it's going to be interesting to see how this is perceived.
Shouts out to the whitest, gingerest guy in the world, bringing hip hop culture right up front and center and not cheaping out.
Can we just say in the UK? Because I ain't giving America credit for this.
The thing is as well, so
we've seen just because the names appear on the list, I'm not giving America credit for this.
Yeah, okay, this is a UK album.
Yeah, he was performing at farms in Shropshire on his J's. 3 little kids stood there. Props to those 3 little kids for going there because he finished the song and then continued to his phenomenal career. But America just go, all right, that's good. We're going to add that into our repertoire. That's what they do with UK music.
Absolutely. Yeah, true.
We saw, what was it, just a couple of days ago, Mo Stack was posting on his Instagram.
Big up Mo Stack, love the man.
I'm going to try and not labour this second point as much as I really like.
Go on.
I thought my point was more complex in my head than it actually was. And I could have just spat it out. But he's going to show DJ Khaled how to do a collab album.
Yeah.
He's not. It's a different thing. It's a different thing altogether.
Not.
Because, yes, this is a collab album. It's literally called Number 6 Collaborations Project. But DJ Khaled produces the tracks, and the
Executive
most
producers. Can we just make that?
All right. Yeah. And the most you get out of Khaled,
we the best.
that was amazing. Thank you for that. I gotta wait for the sound up. Thank you. That's all you get.